The Krubera Cave is the deepest cave in the world, and that, my friends, is a fact of life. Thank you, and welcome to That's the Facts of Life, where we go through all the topics that matter to you and bring you just the facts. Today's topics include Puerto Rico's discretion and London aggression. Before we get there, though, let's check in on Finner's naughty list. Topping the list this week is a former 2013 Indiana top broker and top model runner-up. Thomas Buck was recently barred by Finner amid numerous allegations, including failing to discuss pricing with clients, improperly charging customers, unauthorized trading, and supporting Indiana's new religious freedom law. As early as 2009, Mr. Buck started using commission-based accounts for his clients, even though fee-based accounts were less expensive. He also misled clients in order to keep them in these higher-cost accounts and place trades on their behalf without proper authorization. He told Investment News in an April interview that he was blindsided when he was fired in March from Merrill Lynch, saying, "I'm thinking I'm going into the back nine of my career and going to have a nice legacy, much like Dustin Hoffman in Hoosiers." In other news, UBS may want to reevaluate their chain of command for their Puerto Rico division. From May of 2012 through September of 2013, a branch manager tried in vain to warn bank officials that brokers for the firm had urged customers to engage in improper loan practices. He was later informed by a company lawyer that they conducted an audit and that he was totally wrong. None of it happened. Well, it turns out it did happen, as evidenced by the $1.1 billion in claim damages, the open investigation with the DOJ, the SEC, and with FINRA. The latter two organizations appear to be looking into clients' use of loans and supervision issues. Oh, you mean like being told by a branch manager of these wrongdoings 2 years prior and doing nothing about it? Those kinds of supervision issues? Finally, after a 9-week trial, the Libor scandal has reached a verdict. Tom Hayes, who was the first person to stand trial for rigging benchmark interest rates, was found guilty on 8 counts of conspiracy. The judge, who Mr. Hayes tried to have thrown off the case, sentenced him to 14 years in prison, but did provide him with a copy of Shawshank Redemption and the entire series of Prison Break. Mr. Hayes was the apparent ringleader in a group of 25 traders and brokers that manipulated Libor by asking rate settlers, traders, and lenders at UBS and several other institutions to move the rates up or down depending on his needs. He paid his accomplices with a system of wash trades that were regarded by the courts as bribery. The Serious Fraud Office arrested Mr. Hayes in December of 2012, just before the DOJ launched a parallel probe. He quickly provided the SFO with 82 hours of taped interviews in which he admitted his wrongdoings because he feared being extradited to America, saying, "I watched HBO's Oz. I know what happens in American prisons." Well, that'll do it for today. To learn more about industry news, check out the Compliance Digest. And we'll be taking a short break in August, so we'll see you back in September. And in case you didn't know, an elephant's pregnancy lasts 22 months, which is the longest in all of the animal kingdom. And that, my friends, is a fact of life.